All right.
Record for the VODs. All the VODs will be available on my YouTube channel, guys. All the VODs from yesterday actually already are up. If you want to check them out, youtube.com/StarCraft. Of course, thanks to our sponsor once again, Wire.com. Check them out. Show them some love. As it's because of them it was possible to do this tournament and final map between these two guys.
Yep. I thought you were going to do the introductions then. So here we are, guys, jumping into game number 3. Well, best of 3 between these two players. One down at the bottom left, playing for Evil Geniuses. This is, of course, going to be the Blue Zerg player, Jaedong. And his opponent winning the last game, maybe taking the series if he wins this. It is, of course, going to be Millennium's Dayshi as the red Terran player. And do you think he'll go for a command center first this game, or no? Actually, I don't think he will.
Yes, I think it's unlikely. He went for the depot at his ramp too. This always makes me feel like it's a lot less likely too.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say like he might, but he went for the command center first on Frost on a 2-player map last game. Yeah. Well, he did go for the Reaper.
He doesn't have to be honest. Dayshi can just play standard.
Yeah, well, he did last game, and like that was a really.
To be honest, last game felt a little bit less standard than his usual standard, just because of the way he went for the Banshees, which, by the way, didn't do much.
No, they didn't. They were just some added DPS for that fight, pretty much.
It was so weird that last game. Like Jaedong kept committing to those big fights, and he was barely not enough. He was barely not able to break Dayshi on many counts, and in the end. Dayshi, he ended up on 3-3 against 2-2, in which case it's... I don't know how you win in this situation as Zerg against a Terran on 4 bases and well saturated. It was funny that they kept on fighting, but there was never any economic damage being done. Dayshi didn't even try to drop. He just attacked.
No. That's a good point, actually. He did no drops. Literally, he done... pretty much the Banshees were the only harassment that he went to go for. Jaedong did get, like... I think overall it was about 20 worker kills, and like about 12 of them were from some maintenance rolling into the third base. But we do have the first Reaper in production, and I wonder if he'll go for the exact same style, which is Reaper, Heli, and Banshee, which it's a very good composition. It can be easily abused. If you go for the cloak and you force the Queens down into the natural, the Banshees fly into the main. But this is also the same. No, actually, I doubt he'll have enough time to build some Zerglings and try and dupe the Reaper. But he does see the low ground command center will be built in a second. Yeah, dupe.
Dupe. Okay. Dupe. We have the same word in French, dupe. I thought you said duke. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to learn like a new expression, new word. 6 Zerglings being made, by the way.
Ooh, maybe 2 at the natural. Yeah, 2 at the natural and 4 in the main. So if that Reaper stays in the main base, he can, dupe the Reaper. And of course, he's going to send it. And of course, he's going to send it towards the natural of the Terran player to get that SCV kill, and he is going to do it. Now, does he dupe the other Reaper?
2 walkers killed, by the way. So not only Jaedong made more Zerglings than he usually does, but he also got 2 walkers killed. So that's like 3 walkers. He's going to have less than he usually would. Oh, and Dayshi is feeling something wrong. It's funny because he went to the natural. Maybe he saw that there was no drone when there was supposed to be 1 or 2. So now he's going back home with the second Reaper. He's actually going to be able to deny the Zerglings from doing anything. So great start here by Dayshi in that game. He's done as much economic damage as he did in the entirety of the first 2 games, basically.
Pretty much, and he's going to clean up these 2 Zerglings with, everything's fine. And I don't know what happened there. For some reason, the Zerglings run down to like the right-hand side of the main base, like by the factory, by that cliff. So I don't know if he moved into the base, and because the depots are up, they run in that direction. But he lost a few seconds on that.
And 4 Zerglings will try to go for. Well, actually, they're just going to hide for now.
They're going to run all the way around very slowly.
Taking a lot of damage on these Reapers here.
Yeah, he should anticipate, like he should be like, where are the Zerglings? Unless he thinks maybe they're waiting on the cliff on the high ground. And he is coming back home. This SCV should be okay, but actually, no, it will die as Zergling speed does finish up. And, even the depot might get picked off. No, does get cancelled.
Behind this, Jaedong is making exclusively drones. Dayshi gets his first 2 Hellions here in position, and Starport, he went again for the Starport. Gonna go for the Banshee. That's what he won last game with, so he's gonna go for the exact same opener in this game.
And yeah, like I guess he's gonna be confident with it. He's, like game number 1 felt like he was literally just trying to get out of his corner, his base, like his little corner on the bottom right. And last game, he done a lot. It was great fights. The fights went in his favor a lot of the time. So yeah, he's definitely going to be feeling more confident. So we have what? Let's have a look. We have 2 Reapers and 4 Hellions at the moment, with 2 more in production.
Well, okay. Yeah, the first Banshee is on the way. Actually, those Hellions, they got quite far out of position. Oh, those Queens, they are in an awkward position in the middle of the all those units. Dayshi is going to regroup for now. He's getting a lot of Hellions, by the way. He's got 6. He's getting a number 7 and 8 right now. That attack is going to be very, very strong. Look at this. 8 Hellions. He's probably going to get more behind. 1 single Banshee, and behind this...
Yeah. A single Banshee, unlike the last game where he did go for 2, so that's a little funkier. There's the 1-1 for Jaedong, and once again, I guess we're pretty safe to assume that Jaedong will be going for Lim Lim Muda with this. That's cool.
Let's see. Dayshi is going forward now with a bunch of Hellions. 2 Reapers. This is actually a funny composition, if you think about it.
Yeah, it could get some seriously big damage done here. 3 Hellions, 3 Queens and a lot of Zerglings, so he's got back into a corner. Of course, does not want to give the Zerglings the surface area to get that surround, and there's a lot of Zerglings here, but one good fight, or one good shot could fry a lot of them, and a lot of them actually get picked off there, so this is going to get forced back. Even the Banshee took a lot of damage there from the Queens.
Pretty nice surround by Jaedong, but in the end, the Zerglings will die. A lot of these Hellions, very low on hit points, the Banshee as well. Behind this, we have Marines being made from 1 barracks. The 3rd command center has been up for quite a while. Dayshi actually delayed his engineering base for quite some time in this game, as opposed to usually. Usually he gets them very early on, but this time he chose to pressure. He forced a lot of units out of his opponent. He was held, but he traded well enough to say he's still okay in this game. 49 SCVs to 50 drones right now. And Jaedong feels confident enough to go for a force base. He's droning very heavily right now. He's not even making units anymore. The army supply 20 to 20 except Dayshi. I feel he's going to be pumping out units a lot more actively than his opponent. Oh wow, this Marine. It wishes it would jump that cliff to kill that Overlord.
So close, but yet so far. Stim's about to finish up, like 20 seconds away, so that's getting close. We only have 1 upgrade coming out of Dayshi, so he hasn't used the no, okay, there he does have it. Well, I'm just blind, never mind. And he has healed up or repaired all the Hellions, so they can go back out into the field and carry on. He has been pretty cost efficient thus far. He actually killed a lot of Zerglings with the earlier attack. And there's finally the Bane and Nesta around the same time as the last game. So it was decent time in the first game and a little bit later the last 2. But he has built a lot of Zerglings. And these 2 Queens have to be careful.
Yeah, the 3rd base being blocked right now by Jaedong. This is going to get killed momentarily by these Marines, and Dayshi's gonna wanna look basically, I think, to take that 3rd base and start pressuring a lot as well, because he does not want Jaedong to be in this comfort zone. He doesn't want to give him too much air. And actually, this army looks quite scary here by Dayshi. 46 army supply to 26.
Yeah.
Is he gonna supply block him? Oh wow! Ooh. The most that Jaedong can get right now is 112 supply. Dayshi is already on 116. Jaedong's trying to play catch up. 34 Zerglings on the way. He has no Banelings.
Oh,
he has absolutely no Banelings. He didn't see this coming. He didn't think that Dayshi will hit this timing. And Dayshi has killed a ton. He's killed some Queens. He's killed a whole bunch of Zerglings before the next wave arrived. And right now the Zerglings, they're coming at Dayshi in a straight line. There is already Medivacs there. Yeah. There is 4 Hellions still alive. Look at the Hellions. 13 kills, 14 kills, 7 kills, and 5 kills. The Zerglings that are getting there will get killed. There is even Widow Mines.
Oh yeah, the Zerglings try to get that surround, but there's 3 Medivacs. Stim is done. Combat Shields is done. So these, they're tankier units now, and they can take a beat and get healed. And the Zerglings melee units not getting the surface area that they need to have cost-efficient trades. And GG will get called as Dayshi actually takes the series against Jaedong, which was your prediction. So that's
very nicely played here by Dayshi. And I have to say, this attack was pretty cool here. Jaedong was definitely not expecting this at all. You saw he had 20 supply against 40 something, and in the end he was too surprised. Units came from everywhere. He should have bought a little bit more time. He should have maybe pulled back, let one of his base take some damage, and if he had held this one a little bit more comfortably, he would have done a lot better. But what I'm most surprised about is that he didn't have a single Baneling. He had a good crit spread. Yeah. Baneling, even without Baneling speed in this situation, would have done very well. And Dayshi, by the way, in this game, he didn't even start 2-2. So as much as he wasn't going all in with this, he was committing a lot to this attack. Because Jaedong, he had 2-2 halfway through done when he left the game. So Dayshi will win our first match in this Group D. The next match which will be another sick TVZ MMA versus Hyun. We'll have a short break and then we'll be right back with the next game.